What up, chat? See if I'm connected here. 1 second. So you're gonna have to forgive me here, because I don't know if there's a spot here that is gonna allow me to be away from the rain. So you're gonna have to forgive me here, because I don't know if there's a spot here that is, because it is like one of the worst storms here. Well, not one of the worst, I wouldn't say the worst, but it's a really bad storm here in Malta. And I stay on the 22nd. What? Don't want to give away my location. But yeah, I stay quite high up, and the problem with that is it's like the wind is so bad, so it's like whistling through my room. What up, everyone? So if you guys just joined, just explain that there might be a little bit of sound, because if you can, I don't know if you can see behind me, but it is absolutely drenching today. I think my mouse is dead. 1 second. So for those of you who are from the MLT would understand that it's a pretty bad storm here, you know. And the crazy part is tomorrow I fly. So yeah, it's looking a bit rough. I have to fly, imagine I have to fly tomorrow. Before we get into trading, guys, just, we're not in any position right now, so don't stress. Come on, relax, grab a coffee. Listen to me yap a bit, and then we begin. So tomorrow I have to fly to Rome, because there's just no flights direct to Dubai. And then from Rome I have to stay there one night, and then I have to go from there to Dubai. It's pretty crazy. So yeah, not really looking forward to that much. And apparently the weather's going to be complete shite the whole time. So yeah, whoever's living in Malta right now, much love. Wishing you all obviously safety in this, because it's like pretty bad out there. Like I can see the ocean there, and it looks rough, bro. So if anyone's like deciding to take a surf, what's up, Ashok? Thanks again for joining, bro. One of my most loyal viewers. And Omen MT from the MT, bro. So you can imagine like why there's a little bit of in the background. Yeah, guys. So just that's a little update. So if you want to put me a little bit softer so you don't hear the rain, there's unfortunately no place. Otherwise I have to sit in the bedroom, and don't really want to do that because there's no desk and stuff there. So what do I want to get back to? Sorry. So on Thursday, I won't be live because I'll be flying. Unless, maybe, I might be, like, if there's some sort of good signal, because I might be in the airport at the time. So if I find an opportunity, I might go live from the airport. So that will be all right. Well, let's see. And then basically from next Tuesday, everything will be back in swing of order. So I have my computer back, my PC back, all my monitors back. So I'll be much more comfortable with my environment. And yeah. But anyways, guys, enough with the chit chat. I hope everyone's doing great. Everyone's doing great. I hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, let's make some trades happen. So guys, let's run through what's happened on gold, right? Obviously, since Friday, or basically when the market opened, was end of Sunday night. I was actually awake when I saw this. I just like woke up and then boom, TP4 hit on my swing trading group. So we managed to catch this position. But this was quite a big stop loss order. Like the stop loss was way down here. So a lot of you guys, I don't think, entered that because it didn't fit your risk portfolio, because you needed a bit of, obviously, some capital in order to trade that. But yeah, guys, so basically jump back from where we are at current price. Obviously, it looks like we're trading like a brand new chart. Like if I do this, just using my mouse tracker for now, so excuse my... If we look at this, it looks like a whole new chart. It looks like we're trading a new pair. Like, welcome, guys. Today we have a new pair called gold, right? Because it looks like there's no... just started. But obviously, we know what happened. Sunday was crazy. And we obviously know why this happened, right? It's quite straightforward. We knew that Trump is going to issue some tariffs on EU, which obviously puts some pressure on the economy. And this is why people put their money into safer assets such as gold, silver. That's why you're seeing silver pump, gold pump. Bitcoin's still a bit wary because... Hi, Manuele. Nice to see you, bro. Hi from me and Emanuele. Much love, bro. Much love, gents. So yeah, it's pretty obvious why the market did what it did. Again, follow technical analysis. We don't obviously worry about news. This is how you get protected in the markets, because stuff like this can happen, you know. But we always follow technical analysis. We don't worry much about the news, but it's always important to obviously have the news in the background, you know, in case you are in positions. You're not going to be like, oh, okay, well, this is definitely going to be bearish and be silly about it, right? Because, okay, I got my mouse back. Because obviously, you know that once the world is in a weird place, you know, people start to put their money in safer assets, such as, you know, commodities. Bitcoin, crypto is still a bit shaky because people are like, okay, cool, you know, yes, the Bitcoin market is stable right now, but people are still a bit hesitant. That's why the market's consolidating a bit. And yeah, that's why obviously some currency pairs are going a bit wild at the moment because of this news. So obviously we saw a big spike, which happened, I think this was almost like 50, it's almost 500 pips. It's pretty much peaked up. So this was quite a crazy move. This obviously, guys, leaves a gap in the market. Just do this so you guys are aware. This leaves quite a big gap in the market, meaning that generally when we have a... what's up, Brian? And generally when we have a gap in the market like this, price tends to fill that gap. But again, obviously with what's happening in the world, we don't know when that's going to happen. We know it's going to happen, but when, we don't know. And when we start to see price reject from, like, you know, higher levels, like gold could still peak at 4.8. Gold could still peak to 4.9, you know, with this run. I don't doubt that for a second. But again, we obviously just follow technical analysis and we just trade from there. I just want to do this. Oh no, wait, that looks weird. So we know that for now. So let's just mark out some of our key levels that we need to pay attention to. So obviously we were consolidating between this range over here. Let me just get my... I want to get something else. I want to change this a bit though. So we see that price was consolidating between that. Let me just change the color of this so we don't get confused. Let's make it a little orange. Obviously, guys, the color doesn't really matter. Just my preference. You can do whatever you want. This was what pretty much happened since this week happened. So we obviously saw that price broke to the upside, was consolidating since yesterday, and then basically this morning again, you know, when the markets just opened up, you know, a couple of hours into the market, we tend to have a push up, because obviously people are aware. A lot of people are buying gold right now. Market's going crazy. So again, we did take some trades during Monday, Tuesday. We managed to catch some good positions there. So if you guys were in the VIP, you would have caught this. I know a lot of my members that's probably on the call right now did capture some of these trades, which are really good. And And so far, guys, we are up on the challenge around $1,300. So basically a 2x, taking that account nice and slow. Don't plan on rushing that. It's just it's obviously a project of mine that I obviously want to achieve. 10x in account is quite significant. But yeah, if you guys obviously want to get access to these trades and these winning setups, make sure to scan the QR code. Send me a DM now, and we can set you up with a deposit bonus. Obviously I do that for the people that's actually on the stream, because I appreciate you guys obviously tuning in and supporting me. But yeah, let's have a look at what's happening. I marked these two levels over here. So again, we have a supply level at the bottom here. This would obviously tap into our, sell side or buy side liquidity. And this would be a break of structure over here. So once price breaks into here, we can also take buys. Again, I'm not too pushy waiting on sells just yet. Again, we're obviously marking up an important level coming up here. We saw that price rejected, slowly building let me just do this, make this a bit better, building a bit of a trend line up here. But again, guys, these trend lines can become very invalidated. I wouldn't bank on a trend line, especially now that we are obviously just creating new all-time highs. It can be extremely dangerous. So trade smart now. You can use a lot of tools and technical analysis now, but also just be smart and wary. Like, okay, gold price is just creating highs. Let's not try and go against the bias, because that's where people get wrecked. They try and time the top. A lot of people say, okay, cool, we're hitting this level of resistance over here. Let's take this magnetic tool. So obviously we're breaking above there, and we can see obviously gold just pushing up crazy. So you can see once we start to push up here, I also wanted to draw what was I saying? I lost track of thought now. But basically, yeah, so let's just remove this trend line so you guys don't get confused. But basically, the range we kind of want to be in is this range at the moment. This is like sort of where, we can actually do that. So this is the range that we kind of are in at the moment. Obviously price hasn't closed above, especially on like a 15-minute. We're still on a 15-minute time frame, coming up with top wick. So you can see how this candle closes. What I want to see is a strong rejection from here. And once we get I will have buy positions over here and potentially more orders. See, it's quite tough here, like we're going to push to, see, put our stop loss there. Could be quite, what's up, Enrique? See, stop loss could be here, but we'll have to monitor how aggressive we push down, because it might be an obvious stop loss. You can retarget the highs and go slightly higher, because once we break above here, it should be pretty smooth. That'll be a nice 2.5 R, but again, it's a really tight stop loss. So again, we might see how price pushes down. I would rather wait. What I'd rather wait for is something like this. Price to push here, put stop loss below these lows, put it below, even that would be fine, to be fair. And you can retarget the high from here, and there'll be like a 1.4 R on that, 1.14, sorry. So that, obviously that would be okay. But depending if we come down, these are the two scenarios that I'm looking to play out. Remember, always patience, always pays, guys. Don't get FOMO. Like, don't do it. So like if price rejects from here, depending on how strong we reject from this level, obviously this could be the top, which again, I'm not convinced by. I'm just looking for longs at the moment on this stream, unless something changes, unless we see a good opportunity for us to sell. But let's say, for example, price comes down, creates a little wick here, and then closes it back above this level. That could be a sign that we could reject. That's one scenario A. Scenario B is we come down and tap into this level, and that would align pretty much with our strategy, because we were tapping the supply zone, and for us to reject and then come off that level. So that's gold for us now. Let's take out my upper deck here. So that's gold for now. Just understand that, just because we're looking for buys doesn't mean it's a good selling opportunity. It's just my levels that I've placed for now, and it can hit today, it can hit while I'm on stream. Again, not guaranteed that we always get a trade live, but this is my setup. This is what I'm looking for. If it comes down, when it comes down, we will be taking an order, depending on how aggressive we come down. There was also something interesting that I spotted on the fib retracement level, something that I was looking at, so we can have a look at this as well. This would give us 2 entries, which I would prefer. So fib, you take it from the swing low to the swing high. Obviously now we're breaking up, so I'm going to take it from this level for now, just to have it more, because this could just be like a top wick, especially like on a 1 hour time frame. So we're not going to jump in on that. Now I'm going to just remove these for now so we don't have too many drawings. Now again, if we look down over here, we can see that we have our 50% retracement, which would align. This is why I'm not too convinced to take this position. I'm actually going to remove it for now because we'll monitor that. But what I want to see happen is we can potentially get 2 entries, which could be ideal. And this would put me in a much more comfortable spot. So 0.618 is a good pocket level for us to take. Sorry, that was my bad. That's a good pocket entry for us to take. It's a good level for, price to reject once it's in a bullish uptrend. And again, you can also do this on downtrends. You can also take sells of 0.618 levels. So I would be more looking like this. I'd be very patient with this because, again, what price is doing right now, you see. So if we get these 2 entries, put it like that. So just going to put my price tags on here. I'll explain why this is important. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh wait, here's another entry over here. And then that's this. Oh wait, what the fuck? What the fuck? No, I need to go to price level. There we go. All right, cool. So let me just break this down. So again, gold is just pushing, bro. So again, we're not going to FOMO into this. Absolutely not. Let gold do its thing. All it's doing right now is people trying to time the top. People might just be in full port in buys right now. Again, let them do that because don't be looking at don't be looking at one second. So again, we did try and take a short based on that, but this was, again, when we're in a high risk situation, we need to understand that, we can obviously get some sort of retracement from here. But again, it's important that we don't obviously full port positions, knowing that price in a bullish uptrend. We obviously do follow our strategy. There was selling opportunities coming up here based on this is trading view. Your chart might look a little bit different, but you could just change it, customize your settings over here. You can change pretty much whatever you like over here. Second, because it is again, we obviously pushed up. We thought our price is maybe going to tap into there, come reject off this level, bounce back into our range, would have given us a nice short opportunity. Again, it's a bit unlucky, but it is what it is. But let's see what price does now, because again, just to elaborate and get back to this, why I'm putting down 2 positions over here is because 0.618, nice retracement level, so price breaks down. Yeah, we might not get the perfect entry. You know, so let's say price rejects off here. You can see I had a hard rejection of that level. So let's say price comes down, breaks through this level, and that'll be fine because it's not a strong, not extremely strong support level. So price can easily come down, reject coming down into these levels. So maybe price breaks down into there. So this will be a much better risk to reward on this trade. So yeah, this will be this will be almost like a 4 risk to reward trade. So this will be a nice little setup. Again, it is quite far. It's about 140 pips away from our entry. Well, 40 and then 140 pips. Let's have a look at EURUSD. See what's cut in that side. So EURUSD looks like gold, pretty much. Just absolutely pumping. So we have a gap here. Let's have a look at what the 4 hours do. Just removing my drawings here. Alright, it's looking quite nice. So this is TradingView. I do all my charts in on TradingView. Just because I'm way more used to it. I started with TradingView. I use TradingView. So it's obviously very good to continue using that. Just do this. Alright, so you can see we're breaking up into this range over here. Let me just find my tool. Broken above that level. Broken above this level. Tapped into here now. Coming back within this range over here. Tapped in here. So realistically, we're probably going to bounce off. Bounce off. Yeah, I feel like... what app do you actually place the trades on? MetaTrader. If you want to get more information, just drop me scan the QR code, drop me a DM, and I'll be able to help you get set up with everything. Feroz, if I'm saying your name correctly. So realistically, it looks like we're going to tap into these highs on the 4 hour. It seems like we're extremely bullish on EURUSD. So this is looking quite bullish for now. So that would be a good setup as well. See something here. If I'm going to take a position based on this, target these highs. Not a great risk to reward, to be honest. Maybe below there, and it'll be a 1.13 risk to reward. So it wouldn't be amazing, but if we can tap into that, you can see that gold is rejecting now of this level. Let's go back to gold and just see what's happening here. So EURUSD is not looking too crazy right now. What I want to do is, let me just check something wide rejected. So Toxe, how are you, brother? So take it from the swing low, take it from this to the swing high. Let's have a look at the fib. So you can see why. Have a look at this, guys. Perfect. So we had a look at this before. This would have been really good. Nothing just yet. Not in any entries just yet. You can see why gold. You can see why EURUSD has tapped this. Have a look at this. Remember I spoke about the 0.618 level being tapped. Have a look at this. Just put my brightness up a bit. Cool. Still good charge. See, you guys see that? Swing low to the swing high, tapped perfectly on the 4 hour, created structure, came back down, tapped on the 0.618, and a clean retracement from there. So that's where we would have missed the opportunity. We have been catching some trades in the VIP, but again, this would have been a nice 4 hour setup. Now again, we just wait for some sort of pullback, and that'll be good on this position. Again, we closed above here. Let's see how we're gonna do that. So no positions just yet. If you guys just joined, just still having a look, running through the markets, breaking it down for you guys. Let's go to the 15 minutes. You guys want to copy my fib levels, I'm just going to put this up so you guys can like copy if you want the exact layout. So it highlights the important areas on the fib level. Choose whatever color you want. I think I chose the standard colors, so you don't have to mess around with that. So I'm just going to leave this up. Again, your background, it might look like something like this. Just close that so you don't get too distracted. Obviously, you can keep that up, but I like to keep my charts clean. So remove that for now. You see that we came up. This was obviously to stop all the sellers. This is a sell trap potentially, depending on how we close back into this range now. We closed above there. If we come back into here, you know, could potentially look. I'm more keen on the buyers to be starting once, like looking for a trade once we come back below. So this is what I'm looking for. It's now, do we have any news today? Forex Factory. Just double check. No, nothing really that's going to affect the gold price today. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. So it's all good. A tapers, all good, bro. Yourself? Yeah, so for everyone who just joined, marked up my levels. I'm just going to remove this for now, just to make it a little bit more cleaner. These are the orders that I'm pretty much just waiting for. I don't really see like much opportunity just yet. Again, we have no sort of, we don't have any signs of exhaustion just yet to try and take a little sell, but is what it is. Again, guys, very important. I always state, you know, someone had a point last stream setup. I said to the VIP, the swing trading group, I said we had an order high probability setup. Again, it doesn't mean it's 100%. Please understand that. Like, don't go crazy. Use the same risk management. You know, let's say for example, if something's guaranteed, you know, or something's looking 90% true, like let's say in the casino, you got quite a high odds, right? In, let's say for example, when you're playing blackjack, it's like almost 50-50 or whatever, 50-10, 45 or whatever the case is. You still got a 50% chance of beating the blackjack dealer. That doesn't mean you're going to go all in on your hand, you know. Or the dealer got the dealer got blackjack, so now you're like, okay, my probability is a bit higher, I'm going to go all in. It's like, no, it doesn't mean that. It just means like maybe you have a probability of getting a good hand now, for example. But it means you play the same hand, because it just means you might have a better chance of winning. And that's all we try and put ourselves in. We try and put ourselves in an environment where we have the highest probability set up, we have the highest chances of actually winning the trade. At the end of the day, regardless if it's high or low probability, a win's a win, a loss is a loss. Losses are inevitable. That's the part of trading. And this is the one mistake, you know, the one mistake that I see a lot of new traders making. They get too confident too quick. You know, they don't, like if you have a strategy, right? And let's say, for example, you want to implement a little bit of my strategy with your strategy. Fantastic. It's always good to have confluence, you know, with something else. So let's say, for example, you're support and resistance. Let's say you're supply and demand trader. Let's say you're a trend line trader. Let's say you're a fib retracement trader. Now, again, if someone gives like a signal and it aligns with your strategy, that doesn't make it 100% now, because someone else just said, hey, bro, we're the same, bro, you know, like we have the same idea. This means it's guaranteed. No, it just means that it's like maybe more likely that it's going to play out. So thanks to everyone who's obviously on the stream right now. Again, we're not in any active positions, so So yeah, long time no see, Tapers. How you been, bro? The weather is looking. What is happening in your country, bro? We need to calm down the storms, bro. It is crazy. I want to show you guys quickly because I can actually like come over here and just have a look at this. Like, take my laptop with me. Can you guys see that outside, bro? Like, have a look how white that water is. Like, that's the view. It's pretty cool to be up here when it's looking so shoddy down there. But there's like, all the way down there, there's like a pool, which is completely flooded now. But yeah, this is pretty much, look how big the waves are. It's crazy. It's crazy out here, man. But yeah, no, it's been crazy, and I got a flight tomorrow, so a little bit, you know, gonna be, it's gonna be mad. Forgotten. Thanks for joining the stream. Just managed to join in. Not in any positions just yet. But yeah, maybe we get a position today, guys. Maybe we don't. But we're never gonna force a trade. Never ever. And again, like, I tried to come on waiting for a position, but I just decided to come on today, like, just to run you through what I wanted to make this maybe a more educational stream. So if you guys want to, like, obviously ask me some questions, ask me to run through a pair for you or something like that, I thought I'd do this because realistically, I don't think we're going to get a position unless like price does something crazy right now and just rejects. But it's not looking too great. Just based on the current conditions, man. You can see, like, I would have taken a buy here, but again, we tapped into this level over here, which indicates that we grabbed some sort of liquidity. We saw that this was a high demand zone right over here. So we knew that when price tapped into here, we knew that price, you know, if we're going to continue higher, should have just pushed straight through. But we knew that when price tapped in here, got a lot of liquidity on the left hand side, meaning that price rejected from there. So at any moment, this can just reject and come back down. But this is obviously the euro against the. We'll catch you on the next one. And since you're leaving tomorrow, yeah. I didn't get a. I don't know if I got a haircut here. I think I did. I should have hit you up. I do apologize. I just needed a haircut quick because I had a date. Okay, no, I had a date and I just needed to get a cut, so it was a pretty last minute thing. But didn't end up going on the date. You know what I mean? So yeah, pretty much just waiting to get back to Dubai so I can continue my life. Malta was very relaxed for me, to be honest. It was like, you know, it was really good. Like, I felt like I was super locked in. Like, as you guys have seen in the VIP group, like, we've been locked in. We've been proper locked in this past the past 2 weeks. So I'm really happy for that. I think we've had some incredible results based on some of the members' results, which has been really cool. So really grateful for that. Do you guys have any questions on this current setup? Like, any questions on why I would enter here, run through maybe market structure a little bit for you guys, why this happened in the markets? Feel free to just ask me any questions, since we are obviously waiting for position. All good, bro. Things do come up, I understand. Completely fine. Yeah, it's one thing, you never cheat on your barber, bro. It's like, it's a bad thing to do, you know. My end's still waiting for my first visit to Dubai. Yeah, definitely hit me up when you come that side, brother. Definitely would get a cut. Get a cut. What's going on here? Oh, Jones. Yeah, this is pretty much, if you guys want to know why gold's just absolutely pumping, because of this. That is why gold is doing its thing. I'm still waiting. Like this again. Do you know what's funny about this? Right? Is a lot of you guys would look at this position and you'd be like, "Bro, gold is never gonna reach down here, bro. What do you mean?" We will be coming back to this once gold starts to reject. Because when it rejects, it rejects. Once the economy starts to settle, and then they find an equilibrium price where people, the buyers and sellers, are happy to exchange with, you will see quite a big shift to the downside. You know, once gold becomes a bit more stable, it'll never stay at this price forever, no chance. But again, because it's only like, let's say $200 down, like again, if it was like at these levels, you know, we'd need like a big collapse. Yeah, this obviously that's still quite far down. What I want to show you guys is like how I want to show you guys something interesting quickly, just because a lot of you guys would doubt this position and be like, I don't know, gold will hit down here, man. Like, you might be unrealistic, but that's $200 down. It's like, no, dude, I've seen things, right? Once you see this, you can't unsee it. So let's go on the Bitcoin chart quickly, because you can see there's uncertainty. Gold's pushing up. Generally, we have some sort of, oh, damn, that's a 5K dip. Generally, we do have some correlation between Bitcoin and gold, but, you know, gold's pumping, Bitcoin's dumping. You can actually just have a strategy off that, but then you obviously need a good stop loss and take profit levels for that, because a lot of people just do the opposite on what's happening. So if Bitcoin's pumping, gold's generally dumping, but it doesn't happen all the time. Just tapers, no worries, my bro. Let me just go to the monthly. I just want to check something clear. I want to show you guys how crazy this is. Yeah, let me go to the daily. Might have to go so far back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I want to show you guys something, just the importance of how far something can retrace, right? Yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. Why am I still using my finger? Yeah, for this thing. So, again, if we have a look at what happened basically on Bitcoin's price, just to understand the correlation, what can happen in terms of when the price starts to dip. You know, obviously we started to see this massive rally on Bitcoin starting from the bottom over here. Catch you very soon, bro. After that, yeah, cheers, my bro. Take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. So you can see that obviously was a strong support level over here. And obviously this was where liquidity was being grabbed. Let's do this, for example. We know that that was a support level, and we saw that price started to rally to the upside. Massive move, you know, down from here up to here. That's almost a $35,000 move. Now, a lot of people would have been saying, there's no ways, bro. There's no ways that Bitcoin is going to come down and tap into these levels. But again, we did have a level over here, you know. Where is it over here? So, a bit further down, we would have had something there. So it's on the 4 hour. There would have been a supply zone over here, which is why we tapped exactly back into that range. So you see what price did, and people were very bullish over here. So this is why you must just understand gold, right? I'm obviously speaking about the correlation now. So understand that, oh wow, like Bitcoin did go up $35,000, right? Now gold peaked $200, for example. Now people were like, no, there's no ways this is ever going to get revisited. Look what happened. We tapped into that level to the T. So yes, it can happen. And how long did this take? From obviously year to year. Tapping back into here. This took almost 3 months, 4 months to tap here. So yes, obviously it can take a while to obviously tap that in there, but if there's a level there, price is going to revisit it, liquidity is going to be grabbed, and that's why price is going to bounce off there. Faraz, wait, let me, sorry. Silver on the weekly, a good look for example as well, is considering it's a precious metal back into the 80s. Yeah. I ran through that actually previous stream, but I'll do that again for everyone just so they see that. Good point. Like exactly what happened on silver, bro. I'm going to get into this now. Faraz, so just drop me a DM. I'll reply to during the stream. So if you want to just send me a DM, we can chat over there. I'll show you exactly like how to get set up. A lot of the people that's in this YouTube now is in my group. They can obviously vouch, especially being in the VIP. Like we've been absolutely smashing it. It's not just me saying it. Like I know I got a lot of loyal members in this thing. So yeah, basically what he said in the 1980s is exactly what Oman said. Tap back, like we peaked at let's say just call it $50 here, and then price came all the way down for many years, bro. Many years. And then people like no ways, silver will never reach those highs again. Tap back there again, and then people like no ways, like silver can't go down again. Boom, we came back down. Because why? We had a level here. Where was the next major liquidity zone? Over here. Could have had orders also down here, and maybe I wouldn't have got tapped, but we had liquidity in this range. So we knew that price was going to eventually come back there, one day, and then we just see silver doing absolutely crazy stuff. So congrats to all the boomers. If I've got anyone in here who was born in the 70s or the 80s and managed to catch us, and I have no doubt that silver is going to tap into 100 levels. Again, obviously it's very hard to trade this right now because we've had no pullback, and like any pullback just gets instantly taken and just rejected. So best thing you can do right now on silver, if you want to buy it, I would spot hold it. So find an exchange that you can buy spot and just hold it long term. Maybe for the next 50 years, you might double your money. I'm only joking, but that's what happened before. Because that's pretty much what happened. Like the people that bought it a while ago, they officially doubled their money after 46 years. So I'd be 70 something, bro. Telling my kids, back in my day, I was telling the guys on the stream that they had to invest into silver, but they didn't listen. That's my old man voice, it's so bad. But anyways, all right. Yo, guys, not really looking too interesting right now, dude. To be honest. Are any of you in the chat that's in longs, by any chance? Like, well done. Like, I give you guys credit. You can fact and just hold in. Like, the only way I'd be like still in this position if it was a massive swing trade caught down here, and now I'm like floating like 200 pips, 2,000 pips in profit, and just absolutely cruising right now. I have no problem, no stop loss even, just like let it run. Like stop loss to break even or even halfway, you'd be sorted. It's the only way I'd be in like big longs right now. Big longs. So let's keep that in mind, obviously, for the 4-hour chart. Because again, if price starts to reject, this is why I'm coming speaking in future contents. If price comes down, from here, yes, we're probably gonna have some sort of bounce, tap back into there, and then come back down. There's more orders, a lot of liquidity down here to be grabbed, a lot of orders. So that's realistically what would happen. So this would be a nice range because we would definitely fill the CME gap over here. So that's really what would happen. Unfortunately, guys, don't think we're going to get a position today. Yeah, not really seeing anything line up. Just want to check something quickly. Where is this? Just checking something quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, it's just a buy. It's just buy, man. A lot of buying opportunities. Fortunately. Wondering if we can get a position on the 15-minute here. Just gonna remove this for now. We're starting to reject. I kind of like that, but let's see. Can we get this wick folder? I'm trying to think here. I wonder if we can get this wick folder. Not much volume either. There's a lot of volume. I think gold's just slurping up all the volume at the moment. I'm wondering if there's a... I think this is good. This is looking good. Still following price structure over here. This could be a good buy, to be honest. I think I'm going to enter this, guys. Just zoom on and see if something's in the 5 minutes. Yeah, I still like the structure on the 15-minute, to be fair. Still bullish. Coming down a little bit. Let's see what entry we're going to get at. I think I'm going to enter now. Guys, I'm going to enter. I'm entering along now on EURUSD. I'm just going to put the price point so you guys can get the first glimpse of this. TP2. Okay. I'm just going to put out. It's just going to be quick because I need to send this to the group. TP1 I'd say would be up to those highs, would just break above there. It's TP1. TP2 I'd say up to there. This would be good. Okay, I'm entering, yeah. Just gotta send this now. Just give me a second here, guys. You guys know my entries. I'm going to enter here now. I'll get back to the chat now, guys. I'm just trying to triple task here. Take profit 1 is 1.117327. TP2 is 1.17407. Just sending a message here, guys. To be honest, I can put this TP a bit higher, because if I looked at the 4 hour, if we're going to break above here, we're going to break past that candle. We're going to fill that wick for sure. Let me just bring that up here. 177.714. Stop loss is and gold's also dipping. We might actually have a 1.16133. Let's check gold. Is there a buying opportunity here? Might actually get 2 trades. Strong rejection down, no top wick. This could be hot. This could be nice. This could be the rejection we wanted. This is looking good. Coming down, no top wick. Yeah, no top wick here. Meaning that once we came up, we know that price was shorted. I'm going to enter this as well. Entering here now as well, guys. Got in at sending now. I've just entered a gold buy. Sorry, the market's moving very quick right now. We need to get in. Fuck, we got in at 3.5 or 3.9. Yeah. I must type in out this. I don't know, I'd prefer hitting down here. Just 1 second, guys. I'm trying to like wrap my brain around so many. Would enter here, but there's gonna be a. grab liquidity here. I'd probably enter by here. Pretty straightforward. Once it comes down here. Just trying to type this in. Let's just see what's happening here. Yeah, I'm in here, in this position here. Let me just, before I send it through, so you can get the best entry, about 3.5. It's going to be my entry. TP up there. Stop loss below here. Oh, it's too low, yeah. Okay, just send it now to the group. Send it now, guys. Euro USD. Send the Euro USD. Send the gold. Got in at about 3.5. That's entry. Let me just change my TP levels. 1 second. Moving very quickly here, boys. 5.1. Not the greatest RR on this trade, 0.7, but that's a high probability. Can maybe make back some money off this. Guys, this is a high risk trade, so trade this smart. Gold is obviously very volatile, so trade smart out there now. Some sort of pullback for 1. Okay, so we're in that now. That's fine. How's the Euro USD? Okay, slight bit of drawdown. That's fine. Okay, I'm back with you guys now. Just had to get all of this through. It's obviously extremely stressful. Obviously, sending, taking trades, explaining, sending, updating. My brain went crazy there. Apologize. I do apologize. Yeah. Let's see what's going to happen now. Who's messaging me? Oh, okay. I'm just going to grab some orange juice. What is this? Right, we're pushing back up. Nice. About to smash your TP1, guys. Pay attention to how this trade's going to go up. We might extend this TP a little bit higher. I think we did hit TP1. Just confirm. Let me just remove this. Nice little pullback. 40 pips rejection. Didn't quite hit TP1 just yet. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, this is a bit of a negative risk reward, but we might extend the TP. We can make this into a 1.1. We just want to see how price is going to react of this level. That's right. So, guys, this is a very quick trade. Again, now we're already up. Nice. About to smash through TP1. If the market's going to be generous. Now we hit TP1. Just nicked it. Okay, so TP1 smashed. Just going to put through the order here. Guys, this market's going to be very quickly, at this point. We're going to be trailing our stop losses over here. So we don't want to get caught out. We want to ride the wave, not get caught with the wave. So we're currently peaking at, or pushing back down a bit of break even. Pushing back up. There's a spike that we need. Nice. Push, baby, push. Push, push, push. Push, brother, push. Oh, where's price? Yeah, we broke above, playing around our 4-1 level. Let me just update the group. Just want to grab some juice quickly. Whenever I look outside, I'm just thinking, can the weather get any worse? And it just literally just looks like it just gets way worse, bro. Let's see how our little friend EURUSD is doing. Hey, buddy. How you doing? This might take a little bit longer to play out, guys. Realistically, in a little bit drawdown now, nothing too crazy. Yeah, 1.61 risk reward on those trades. It's looking pretty good. Just wait for this one to play out. Again, not as much volume as the gold, as the gold pushing up here. Let's go, boy. Let's go, boy. Are any of you guys in this trade at the moment? I do apologize. It's very quick. This is gold for you guys right now. It is moving fast. Have you seen ice and snow in Malta as shown in the news? It wasn't actually snow. It was just a lot of hail, which made it look like it was snow. I know my gran sent it to me as well. She's like, oh, it's snowing in Malta. I'm like, not really. It's just it's a lot of hail. Like, I was sleeping during that time, and then what was crazy is... what was crazy, like while I was sleeping, we like that happened, and then the next day it was just sunny. So the weather's been really like crazy. So obviously smashed through TP1. I'm just trying to I had to do so much so quick there. It was crazy. I had to send you a EURUSD trade. I had to send a gold trade because I saw gold started to reject down to like the 3-0 levels. And then I had to send that to my group. I had to update the group. I had to enter the trade myself. Like, boom. You know, like some people say to me, like I said yesterday, all upset. You know, yesterday I wasn't upset, but I just got annoyed. Because I got someone messaged me, bro, I don't have time to trade. I don't have time. Well then, bro, then don't trade, mate. No one's asking you to trade, bro. If you really think that you don't have time to trade, then don't trade, bro. No one's forcing you to trade. Almost feels like we have news, bro. Like, market's moving quite heavy, bro. Didn't really happen. When we come back down like this, right? Let me finish eating quickly. When we come down, very aggressive. Remember, could just be a 1 hour bottom wick. Came down to 2.8 levels. And then this handle. Is that a bottom wick? Yeah, it is. So that's a bottom wick there. Grabbing liquidity within these ranges. We did come up. No, fighting between this range at the moment. We expecting price to have a wick failure, just based on obviously just gold going absolutely crazy. Yeah, we can fold this wick. Be nice. Who's all in this gold position? Is someone in both positions? I think we are. I think we are in a little bit of profits on EURUSD. Slightly, nothing too crazy. I basically break even. Slight bit of profit, you know. Damn, bro, we winning, bro. No, I'm joking. I'll go act crazy, bro. This is like all the fake traders, bro. Like, they would have their TP1s like just over here. Be like, bro, TP1 smash. Simple. Simple, easy to do, bro. Like like groups that I was in, like, if it went up like a smidge, bro, the guys would be like, bro, it just smashed, take profit, bro. And you look at it, it's like, bro, that's not even 7 pips, bruv. You know? Like, what? How are you celebrating? No. How many lots do you need? You need like 100 lots to make $10 of that. No? Just let's just say I've been in a lot of I've had a lot of skin in the game, you know, in terms of like being around traders. So currently pushing up again. Can we just get what I'm expecting price to do right now? It's gonna be a quick move. I think this was the liquidity candle coming down, this liquidity wick. Grabbed, just wanted to fuck all the shorts again. Excuse my French, but I wanted to wreck the shorts again. You know, because everyone's like, oh, no, okay. We hit, do you know what? Okay, do you know why we actually rejected off here, to be honest? Because it was a bit of a psychological level. We said 4751 as strong rejection. But I think gold's going to 48. 48. Four, 8. Who's all in this trade? Is anyone in the Euro USD? Is anyone in the gold? Send me a message. Just drop me. If so, what was your guys' entries? Call these guys the pip and dippers. These guys that come in, just sniper trade, make money, and then go share it on their screenshots. Like, bro, I made $400, $1,000 trading myself. Fair play. Because we peaked at what? I don't want us to break this week again. It's not like catastrophic, but it's not great either. Because we might just have to wait a little longer for price to play out. Nice work. What was your entry on gold? Just saw Keith message me. Much love, Keith. Just saw your message, bro. This is what I always say to people. Like, again, there's always opportunities, guys. Don't blow your accounts. Again, you might have bad trading weeks. You might have bad trading days. You might have bad months. Happens, bro. It happens. You know? But if you're going to put all your eggs in one basket, one day all the eggs are going to crack. I don't know if that even is a saying, but I just came up with that. But it sounds a bit stupid. But anyways, how's our buddy Euro USD? This is gonna be a boring trade, but it's still valid, still accepted. Depending on how the gold trade goes, like if price starts to push up nicely on this, we could just start to like take profits on this trade, to minimize risk. So if we like, let's say for example, have a good gold trade, we don't have to like obviously risk losing it on the Euro USD, for example, So that could also be a play. Like we don't have to go crazy. There's always going to be more opportunities. But let's see. Both trades still in, still active, still running. Running from the afterglow. I'm ready to face it all. If I lose myself, I lose it all. Now when we enter, gold wants to chill out now. Funny, isn't it? Let's just waste Luke's time and his crewmate. Ironic, isn't it? Always the funny part, bro. It's like, that's the thing about live trading. It's so tough to know exactly when price is going to do something, because it can literally do it any time. Obviously, knowing that you have your strategy, but gold, like, it might be so slow reaching back up here. Like, could be like hours now. Could be minutes. But it's like, hurry up, bro. Hurry up. Oh, that's a nice tap in that 61.8 level. Obviously, this is on the 5 minutes, so it's quite a low time frame. Still valid. I imagine US market open after long weekend, considering they had a public holiday yesterday, was the reason for the rush of volume. Yeah, no, 100%. No doubt about that. I saw all, I don't know if you guys like follow traders or you follow like friends or whatever. Yesterday, everyone's like, bank holiday, bro. I'm at the beach today, bro. Markets on. I'm not going to trade these conditions, bro. Meanwhile, there's me trading the conditions and winning. It's like, why didn't you trade, bro? I don't understand. I didn't really understand why people weren't trading. They're like, oh, because there's not much volume. And it's like, all right, but like there were still valid setups. It doesn't mean like, yes, there was no volume, but it doesn't mean like, it doesn't mean you can't trade, People had a lovely day yesterday. Lovely day. Meanwhile, we stuck inside with this, with a storm. They called it Storm Harry. Storm Harry, bro. I don't know why, like, why Harry, bro? Why Harry has to get involved in this? Poor Harry, bro. If there's any Harry on here, I apologize, bro. They called a storm after you. Okay, we hit TP1 again, guys. Up by 60 pips on this trade. We need a nice, like a push now, bro. When you see the push come in, it's gonna be a strong push. It's gonna like just, that's what I'm saying. Like, even if you put your stop like TP here, it's gonna be strong. And I would say we rather aim for the next psychological level, like 60. Let's do that for now. Let's keep it there, guys. Keep it there. If you want to keep your final TP there, it's fine. It's fine. But All right, breaking up. So peaked at now about, well, almost hit TP2. TP2 is going to set at around 110 pips. So our next TP is at 4.6, as you guys will know. 4.6. Not going over here. Alright, that's fine. I'm going to update the group, guys. I'm going to say moving stop loss. I'd say we can move stop loss to BE on this trade right now, because there's no point in risking. We're going to try and run the push. If you want, if you're comfortable with this position, you're more than welcome to close, because we have smashed the TP2. All right, TP2 smashed again, more or less. Congrats to everyone's in this position. I should be running nice in profit, at least like 100 pips in profit now. So if you put in like a one lot, you would have been up about $1,000 on this trade already. 0.1, $100, 0.2, 200. You can do the math. Yeah, I want to move this because I feel like this TP is going to just... let me just update the group here, ladies and gentlemen. $120, 110, sorry, how much is it? 110. All right, Ryan, how much you up, brother? Who else? Omen, are you in this trade? See your result. Enrique, are you in this trade? Ashok, are you in this trade? What's going on? What's going on? Speak to me. Yeah, with the volume now, it's... I've moved my TP up to here. If I lose myself, I lose it. This is also pumping a bit. A little bit in profit here, guys. Nothing too crazy. So obviously now, come down to stop loss to break even. Come down to break even first, but there's no point in us, not running this trade now because we're in it. We're in a comfortable position. We're up like 110 pips already on this trade alone. So there's no point in us, if you want, close 50% of your position, stop loss to break even, or close 50% of your position, leave the stop loss in, and just pretty much just ride the wave. Because now we're in at a good entry. Chat's going crazy in my Telegram. Damn. I'm getting so many messages. Boom, I just made this much. Boom, I just made this much. Congrats, congrats. Congrats to all my... Congrats to the LMB fam, bro. And if you guys are new, you guys are just tuning in, and you want to get access to all these trades, I send a couple of free trade setups a day, but if you want to get access to the VIP where we send about 2 to 5 winning signals every single day, make sure to scan the QR code, drop me a DM. I'll give you a deposit bonus because you came from the stream as well. Just say came from the stream, interested in joining, and we'll get you set up like that really quick. What else do I want to say? Yeah, we got a swing group, scalp group, crypto group, and an AI trading group. Yeah. This AI trading is also crazy. Just sent like some signals to the group now and just been smashing it in the AI trading as well. Pure automated signals, no emotion, nothing involved. That's also cool. Like, so you guys get updated throughout, like when, let's say you guys are waiting for more positions or you're trading. AI is really cool. So I'm implementing my strategy alongside AI, and then it's actually been working really well. So I decided to make a group on that. So if you guys want to get access to swing, AI, crypto, you get access to all 4 groups. So you get access to 4 groups when you come on in my group, which is pretty sick. So would have been on a long on gold at 4728. No, same. It's just that the problem is that I definitely would have been at 28 as well. I would have been down here for sure at the 0.618 level. 100% without a doubt. It was just that we were looking at EURUSD, and then literally as soon as we looked away, boom, the crash. Like it was within like a couple of minutes. Look at this. So while I was explaining EURUSD and putting the trade in and everything, this is what happened. This is literally during that time frame. So it was very unfortunate. I would have definitely got a nice little wick entry. Would have been up crazy here, but unfortunately, that's just the markets. Ashok, send me a DM, bro. Send me a DM. It just got created. So it was just created today, or just created this week. We were testing it out a bit. So you haven't missed out on much, but we obviously been smashing the VIP as well. So you haven't missed out on much in there. But it's just that we were testing it and it's performing really well. So that's why we're starting to implement this now. Let me just read everyone's chat here quickly. Just give me a second, guys. Got 2 take profits and just bumped to 4760. Appreciate you. No worries, Toxe. Bro, should be closing soon. Hit my target. Sweet. Again, if you're happy with the profits, you're happy with the gains, bro, close. Like no problem at all. You guys are happy, 110 pips, quite a nice move. We have extended our TP now to a 1-to-1, 1.22. So it's a little bit better. So if you risk like $200, you'll probably make like 250, 260, something like that. Risk 500, you're going to make about 600, more or less 600. So you would be up about $600 if you were risking 500 on this trade, depending on what your lot size was and your risk management. But again, if you guys are happy, close. Um, I'm already up about 2,000. I'm gonna close mine here. Just because we hit TP2 already, I'm pretty happy with that based on how price is moving up. Again, still a valid trade, still a valid setup. If your account allows you to continue running, I'd personally keep holding this. It's just that, you know, there's $2,000 on the table. I'm leaving tomorrow, so I want to maybe take out a little bit of profits for my trip back to Dubai. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Sweet. Saw your DM there. Get back to you now, Ashok. Ashok. Where did you get your name from, bro? What inspired you to name yourself Ashok? Is that your real name? That just literally your name, Ashok Kumar. Pretty little sick name, brother. EURUSD still sitting at our pretty much boring trade. Not much volume. Gold's just running the show at the moment. Is what it is. It's a little update here. So guys, live trading on YouTube. Just smashed you 2 take profits on gold while doing it with my community. Sent through a EURUSD, currently at break even, went in slight bit of profit, nothing too major. Guys, doing this all live on YouTube, showing you guys exactly how I enter, how I exit, and how I manage position. If you guys want to get access to this, make sure to drop me a DM right now. Boom! It was my parents, bro. Nah. That's funny, though. Yeah, my name's Luke. This is also my parents. They gave me this name. I don't know, it made me laugh a bit, bro. Thanks for making my day a little bit there, bro. That's my parents. I'm not trying to say anything bad or that just made me laugh. Like, it's a cool name, bro. Cool name. Yeah, my full name is, for those of you who don't know, so funny story is when I was in grade 11, so I was about 17 years old, my name was actually, like, my full name's Luke Austin Michael Bridges, and I told it to someone. They were like, your name's Lamb. And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, Luke Austin Michael Bridges. And I was like, what? I didn't know that. I'll go tell my mom. I'm like, hey mom, you know my name's Lamb. She's like, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I knew it came from the Bible, and I knew there was some sort of meaning. I'm like, no, you didn't. Like, why did you give me 4 names? I like Austin though. I think Austin's a really sick name. Like, if I could choose my name, I think I'd be Austin, bro. It's a really, really sick name. So we peaked, guys, at about, total we peaked at is 130 pips on this. Let's move this up here. Again, if price comes back down to here, just understand that, again, we are pushing up. This obviously created a new, now technically if price was to go back down, this would be a lower high. So this should create a new lower high. So generally how price action works, let me just show you. just how price action works. So we had breakout, capture, came back down, capture, came back down, new lower high. This will be the new lower high. Now again, price is going to continue going back up, creating a new low there for us to continue to go back up. Now that would be ideal. So once we obviously break below there, close below there, then again we have a chance of closing back firstly into the range. So let me just show you this. I really like it. I tapped off that 0.618 level. Again, guys, we do have this range. Henrique, bro, this guy is such a legend, bro. One of the nicest dudes I've ever met in person, bro. I'm not just saying that. He's such a genuine guy, bro. One of the most humble dudes I've met. It's like down to earth. We had some great chats during the mastermind. Got mad respect for him. He's on the grind, he's on the hustle, and he really puts in the work. Like he's one of the most eager guys I've seen to want to learn, you know? And that's what's epic. Like, he's just like determined. Like, he came in the mastermind. Like, I don't mean to speak about you. I'm speaking about it in a very positive way, Enrique. But he came in the mastermind, and just his energy was like, he just said, he came up and he just like, we went around the table and everything. And Enrique just sat there and he's like, guys, I am here to absorb as much knowledge as possible. That's all I want to do. And, you know, I appreciate any help that you guys give me. I want to learn from every one of you. I think every one of you we can learn off each other. And that's pretty much exactly what it was, you know. Didn't come in there with a big ego. Didn't come in there with like, I know it all. He came in there wanting to learn. And, you know, he's on a journey where he's just, you know, leveling. And people like this will succeed because they will be helped. Because they, you know, people want to help them because they know that they're listening to you. It's very important when you actually are learning from someone that you actually take in what they're saying and learn from it and ask the right questions, or just ask questions so you have that interest, and that's how you grow, you know. When I was a waiter first, bro, I was stupid, mate. I was stupid. Like, I couldn't learn the menu, bro. Like, I thought this was impossible, but I had to just ask questions, figure it out, you know. Look stupid in the beginning and you look like the cleverest guy at the end of the day. So it looks like we might come down, low break even. But again, smash your TP2. Quite happy with this trade overall. Let's see how buddy Euro USD is doing. Let me just confirm because I moved this a little bit, I think. We smashed the TP1 now. And just want to confirm my exact TP1 because I think I changed. Euro USD TP1 was 327, 325 again, more or less. Yeah, fuck it. 327. There we go. It'll be TP1. It's quite a far thing. See, this is almost like a 1.6 risk reward. So once we peak up to just trying to check something that be. What am I doing it? Oh yeah. So 1-to-1 would be like our range for, you know, top of the range high. Range high would be 1-to-1 on this trade. How's gold doing? Almost came down to back to our break-even zone. Again, this is if you guys didn't take profits or you moved the stop loss. It's about 3.6. So stay on just so that I want to see tap back into that. Then I think I'll just jump off. Because you guys know the setups, you guys know the plays. We'll be updating you more in the group as well. Instead, I think we had a really good... Bro, we haven't lost a trade yet. I don't want to say anything. We haven't lost a trade live on stream yet. How crazy is that? Oh, pretty sick. Much love to you guys. 400 people had managed to join the stream. Really appreciate you guys. Again, if you want to get access to 2 to 5 these trades every single day, make sure to drop me a DM, scan the QR code, drop me a DM saying you came from YouTube. We'll hook you up with a nice little gift. Yeah. And if you just joined, yeah, we did enter a gold long. Came down slight bit in drawdown, then peaked up to our TP2, which was sitting at 4.6. Peaked at overall on this trade about 130 pips. Yeah, I got a pack now. Got a pack. Oh, to be honest, leave pretty. I think I leave early tomorrow. I need to check my flight. No idea. Just a bit of a nomad at the moment, you know. Need to get back to solid grounding. But how was the stream today, guys? Like, any feedbacks accepted, negative, positive? I take it all in because I need to. Obviously, I want to grow for you guys. You tap back into there. Before I jump off, is there any like feedback you guys want to give me? Any like feedback? Anything you want to learn? Anything that you know? Anything? Any questions? Anything in general? And when I jump off, if you guys want to obviously ask me questions off stream, I'm always available. Or 95% of the time I'm available. You know, obviously I do have a personal life. But yeah, so if you guys want to drop me a message like outside of the stream, yeah, please do. Scan the QR code, send me a DM on Telegram. Make sure to tell me that you came from obviously the what's it, the YouTube, so I know where you guys came from, and like, yeah, appreciate anything guys give me. Omen said, was good bro, keep at it, appreciate you brother. Ashok said, been learning quite a bit in your groups, appreciate that bro. No, we're just dumping here. So luckily, hopefully you guys moved your stop loss to break even on this trade. Because, yeah, I took profits at 4.5 like I updated you guys, but is what it is. But again, this is why you come on the live streams, because you get full updates. I even update you guys on the groups, update you guys everywhere. So like, if you guys are still making mistakes, you got to look back at yourself and be like, why did I make this mistake? What could I have done differently? Is it greed? Is it just that you're not listening? Is, you know, what are you chasing? What's your end goal? Anyways, guys, I'm going to go off. Successful day overall. Peaked at around 110 pips. Wishing you guys all a fantastic week. I won't be live on Thursday. I'll update you. There's a slim possibility because I'm going to be traveling that. All right, peace out for now, guys.